Good morning. Happy Monday. Today's coffee is brought to you by the Happy Hooker Bait and Tackle in Hayward, Wisconsin. Calgon, take me away, and if you do, take me to Hayward. I want to take a second to acknowledge a parenting experience that Grayson and I went through today that I don't know if I'm late to the game or if fifth grade is like where this stuff happens, but keeping an eye on it, right? Today, everybody left. He comes down, grabs a bag. I've asked this kid all last week, you got any homework? You got any homework? Third week of school, you got any homework? Nope. Like he's asked me to unlock his switch because it met the time for the day. And it's like, okay, you got everything done? Yep. Like confident, right? Like brought home a bunch of papers last week of all like different assignments that were done. Like just, I think we're rolling through it and crushing it. This morning he says to me, Mom, where's that purple, where's the piece of paper? And he is ticked at me. Not that he can't find this piece of paper, but he's like mad at me, like, Mom, where's this paper? And I was like, I started sweating. I was like, what paper? What are you talking about? He's like, that, and then he loses all communication of like, he's just mad and he doesn't have any words. And it's like, what the hell happened? What? So while trying to like make sure that he's emotionally getting his communication back because he kind of shut down on me, I have to then play 20 questions with somebody who's mad at me. And I don't know why. So it's like, okay, what are we missing? It's something for school. Yeah, okay, we left the iPad at school, so it's not that. Okay, is your lunchbox? Is it your water bottle? Is it, there's all the papers on the table. Is it any of these papers? I don't know, where'd you put it? It's like, put what? What are we looking for? Are we looking for the lunch menu? Are we looking for what? What? Can you get more information, please? Again, he's mad at me, and I can tell he's mad at, like, all of his mannerisms are that I did something wrong and lost something, but I have no clue what it is. So it's like, if you gave me something and I don't, if this is something that I was supposed to be aware of, I don't know, but hold on, wait a minute. Is this like a homework thing? Because like I asked you 3 times last week about homework and you had me unlock a switch and like you were confident about like there's no homework, and he's like, I have to go to the bathroom, and storms out of the room. Did you just get called out? I'm terrified I missed something. So I go back to my emails and look through like, okay, what's the whole school update? Okay, then the teacher update. And the teacher said, goes through all the things they were. And the last thing is homework. And it says, last week we had our first, homework checkbox, whatever. And it was turned on. It's handed out on Monday and turned in on Friday. And it occurs to me that this child has had a homework assignment all week long and gave me every single other paper except this one because it was homework. That's like, kids are going to try to avoid that. I get it, right? But he's pissed at me, and I'm pretty sure that this is a little gaslighting. Like, this feels a little nefarious, right? So I give him a good 5 minutes. He's in the bathroom. Like, maybe his tummy got upset because he was upset, giving him time and space. And I'm waiting, and I'm like, And I go and I knock on the door, and I said, you okay? And the door's not closed all the way. I said, are you going to the bathroom? He said, no. Do you have to go to the bathroom? I said, yeah, I got to pee. He said, okay. And he was just kind of like in there, avoiding a further conversation about the fact that he ignored a homework assignment for a week. I texted Shane in April and was like, FYI, I got blindsided this morning because he needs something for school and I don't know what it is. And then he lost his communication. Like, FYI, not quite sure. After I found out, I said, I think that he had a homework assignment that he, that he just ignored. And my sister said, goes, I asked him all last week. I said, I know. I said, this was definitely intentionally like a lie by omission. He did not bring it up, so we did not know. And now we know, and he got called out and he got mad at me for it because he knew he'd done fucked up. Ron. So I gave both of us a little bit. And I said to him, I was like, I'm going to go to the washroom, but then we're going to chat about this whole situation of what just happened the last 20 minutes, right? And so by the time I got out of the washroom, he had calmed down. He's blowing his nose. And I said, listen, let me know if I have any of this wrong. I'm under the impression that you had a homework assignment that you knew about all last week that you didn't turn in on Friday. And I said, and I'm not ever going to be mad that you missed something, right? I'm not mad that you didn't turn in a homework assignment because we can make it up. If you don't know what it is, if you forgot about it, if it was your fault, like it doesn't matter. I have you. I have your back. I'll support you. We will text the teacher and say, okay, Mom's paying attention. We didn't know about this. I will still give you the benefit of the doubt of you're just getting used to school. He's starting to vocalize that school's getting a little harder and that it's consistent and oh crap, like he used to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and now I got to drag his ass out of bed at 7:30. And so I gave him all the wiggle room. I was like, I know that this is still new to you and it's not a habit yet. And it's going to be a little harder. And we have help at school and all these things. I will put any practice at play and support you in any way possible. But I'm under the impression that you knew you had this assignment. You purposely didn't give me the paperwork for it. You stressed yourself out. You got embarrassed when you didn't turn it in. And now it's Monday morning. And instead of acknowledging the fact that you didn't give it to me, now you just get mad at me. And then I definitely don't know how to help you. Like, do I have what's happening? Like, is this what's happened? Like, are you mad at me because you did not turn it in? You knew you didn't turn it in. And now you're frustrated because it's Monday and you have to go back to school and you don't know what to do. Like, am I reading this room right at all? And he was like, yeah. got it. In that moment, I turn into the woman from Clue, the movie, where she's like, flames, like the rage monster. It's like, that feels really fucking shitty, dude. And then you like things I don't say. And it's like, and then this motherfucker is like, this is how, in what game, in what world, in what game, in what reality am I at fault? Bitch. Things I don't say, but the flames that come raging out of my face of like, so I take a pause and let that work itself out in my brain. And instead of responding with all of the gut instincts of like, how is this our 7:30 in the morning reality? I was like, okay, hey, listen, buddy, you didn't, like, I just want us to set each other up for success. Listen, right? Like, I'm not going to come to the table with the anger feelings that you have at me. I ain't coming to the table with that about you not turning in a homework assignment, right? Like, let's match some energy. Like, right now, you are really mad at me because you didn't turn in a homework assignment. How would you want me to respond to that if you're coming at me with this, right? Like, are we matching energies, and am I matching yours, or are you matching mine? I'm coming to the table with how do we go forward? And like, the communication is back and he's hearing me. And I was like, do you want me to have the energy that you have about you not turning an assignment or giving me the paper? That's not what nobody likes that. Especially at 7:30 in the morning before our Adderall and coffee kick in. Like, I'm not awake either. But man, bring something else to the table, man. I didn't need a Xanax, but if we didn't figure that one out, God, the panic attack of like, he was so mad at me and I got blindsided, right? So he realizes that, like, now we're communicating again, right? And he realizes that he does not want me to have the same energy that he took at me this morning about him not turning an assignment because he got called out. And I was like, okay, I think that maybe we look at this as we know that we don't want to repeat the same mistakes we made last week, right? Now that we both know this assignment exists, we're going to make sure that we're totally on top of it, right? Like, we're not going to touch any Nintendo Switches or iPads or any devices, right? Until you and I both look at this when you get home from school tonight, so that we both make sure that neither one of us have another 7:30 morning like this about a weekly homework assignment again, right? Like, maybe that's how that goes. And like, nobody's mad at anybody because nobody did anything wrong. We just know that we're not doing that anymore again, right? Because that anxiety, because even if it was just, oops, we forgot, if it was that, like that anxiety of not turning it in on Friday and then all weekend, like that, we don't want to do that to ourselves again, right? Because I don't know if I did that, but I don't want you to go through that, right? We're not going to shovel ourselves into that hole, are we? That sounds dumb. We ain't doing that, right? And he's like, yeah, that sounds good. I'll bring it home and we can talk about it tonight. It's like, okay. I dropped her off from school. It was like, flames raging out of my face. What? Like, hold up. Wait. Like 1999 Anna was like a record scratch. Like, what just, did I figure out what... You want me to have that same energy level you had? Because I got it. That is nefarious. We ain't doing that. We ain't lying by omission. So we had that kind of experience this morning, and I think that we both handled it well. But what? Kids, man. Whose idea was it? Parenting's not for the weak of heart. Oh, I can't. Even though he was so mad at me when he thought I had to go to the bathroom, he was like, no, I'm fine. And he's like, wait, do you have to use the bathroom? Like, he dropped that mask of like total, like, he's so sweet. Like, you can't be mad at him. It's like, you can't be mad at him. Like, every kid's going to try to hide a homework assignment. You just want to make sure you catch it and like, yeah, we ain't pulling that shit. And then they hopefully learn their lesson. They don't do it anymore. But it's like, please don't let this become a habit. But bro, we've been through too much. We ain't hiding papers. Come on, baby. I was supposed to have a full day. Melissa from Purgle's Plans was supposed to come over to help me kind of I needed to pick her brain on like, what do I get rid of? What do I keep? Frost is coming. I'm nervous about it. We rescheduled for tomorrow, and then I was supposed to go. I got a special order for a custom Christmas quilt, and we were supposed to pick out fabrics, but she did last minute. So it's like, okay, well, my Monday opened up, and that's a nice thing because Shane and I did so much work. Like, he put a TV out here, which is, I said to him, I was like, this is the best thing you ever did. I don't ever have to go inside during a football game ever again. Because if somebody wants to be out here and watching the game, they can. They don't have to help me, but I don't like being inside. It's like, I said to him, I was like, you're going to have to chase me. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm hanging up lights over the tomato bed. And he's like, I think I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to go inside. And I was like, okay, you're going to have to chase me. Get me inside. You're going to have to chase me. I just want to, like, I would sleep out here. That's the only thing I haven't figured out is how can I sleep out here? Everything else, I'm checking boxes. So the good news about Melissa rescheduling is that gives me another 24 hours to really like button up the things that I want to move around, that I know I want to move around, so I can really hit home on the questions of what do I do next on this. Like, I'm not sure how to prune my tomatoes, but I think I might take ChatGPT for a whirl and see what we come up with, because I can't do it wrong, right? Everything is trial and error. It's in all scientific research purposes, but it's coming along beautifully. Today, right now, what I'm doing in my distraction is we hung up some lights, like just kind of to see where they are. We had so many for Jamie Jam's Christmas, we had so many different sort of lights that were donated that we didn't use because we had so many. So I said to Shane, I said, the only goal is we're going to use all the lights to be able to have a Halloween party and decorate and, or just Sunday football games outside. So as soon as it gets dark, it's like, you find me in the dark. I'm like, I gotta light this bitch up because I'm running around